I'll let you into a secret. Well, it's not really a bloody secret. It's glaringly obvious. I'm not very cool. Okay. So when I'm watching other YouTubers having a sneaky little look, playing Dice a Million, knowing what they're doing, I'm thinking to myself, am I really that stupid? This is a game where you roll dice to get an excellent score. You're trying to get 1 million to get an excellent score and progress in a roguelike structure. But I was playing this game thinking, I'm not doing this right. I can't just be throwing dice, because all I was doing was chucking the dice. So if you look here, there's the dice that you got. Funky music, by the way. Getting my groove on here. Those cards at the bottom that I'm flicking, they act as additional sort of power-ups to the dice or effects on the game. And what you're trying to do is roll higher than it says get 15 in so many rolls. So roll. So I'm just grabbing dice and throwing them when I'm first playing this game. And I'm thinking it can't just be that simple, because these other bloody YouTubers look like they're thinking about stuff when they're doing it. All I'm doing is chucking dice, enjoying the sounds. Then I realised the amount of score that, oh, by the way, it's Dan, Steam Deck Indie Guy. Then I realised the amount of score that you get in the bottom right there, whatever's left over you can spend in the shop. But why do you want to spend it in the shop? Because you get good stuff. Oh, and that good stuff comes in the form of enhancing your dice or die, which in turn gives you good powers and effects, which in turn raises your score. Because before I was thinking, surely I've got to hold back some of these dices died. I can't just be chucking them all, trying to get the highest score. I'm not understanding the tactics. It can't be that simple. Well, really it is. All you're trying to do is get the highest score. And as I said, the more you go over, oh, by the way, here you're picking cards, which I told you that earlier, didn't I? The more scripted videos is, as you can hear, the more you go over, the more you got to spend. So what I'm doing now is putting a stamp on the individual dice. That stamp will stick to the dice and give them various effects, like 0.2 points per dice. So I've rolled over 15. And this is a little kind of random mini game where you roll, and depending on where you get, that's where it lands. Do you want to risk your dice on what you're getting? Kind of cool. They did explain what's happening here. I didn't pay full attention to that part, but I don't really know about that. But what you're doing is progressing up this table. If you see that red dice at the end, that's kind of like the boss, almost like the Balatro boss. He has a different special effect on the round. So I'm playing this game thinking there's got to be more to it. Stop. And especially when I see bits like this, see it all plinking up, and then I get a big number. Dopamine. And then I start to see what's going on here. All the time I've been saying it can't be that simple, can it? It cannot be that simple. It is. I've applied an effect there, one of the cards, as you can see, to the dice, and that's given the dice additional points, I believe. I'm squinting at the moment. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't really see. I then throw the dice and those effects take place, thus enhancing the score that I'm getting. So it really is as simple as trying to get the highest score when you throw. I was trying to think, oh, I'll just chuck one dice and I'll save 2 back. Maybe I'll add 2 and 3 together and that'll get... Don't overthink it, you fat sod. Just throw the bloody dice, will you? And in doing so, it's almost like liberation day. Or maybe not that. But it's almost like freedom. It's like a phoenix rose from the ashes or something. Once I realised all I've got to do is roll these dice. Oh, that's a pretty ring on your thumb there. Thanks. What it does is give even more effects to the dice that you're throwing. So certain rings give certain effects. Does this sound like a very good card game that you've played on your Steam Deck? Well, it kind of is. I don't know about roguelikes and Metroidvanias and all of that. I just play games, mate. But if this is what roguelikes are, I'm loving these. This game is great. I can't stop playing it, and it's as simple as rolling the bloody dice. So now I've opened up a pack here, and I skipped to another scene very quickly because I don't want to, use up too much of your precious time. So forget about the pack there. But what we will do is talk about I've now got 2 pretty rings on my fingers, walking around the place like I own a bloody joint with these rings on. Look at it, cock of the walk, they call me. So what I'm trying to do now is applying an effect. I'm picking a card to turn in any random dice into an enchanted dice, basically a special dice. So if I've got a bit of a crap, boring dice like those white ones with the number on, I can enhance them by using a card. I've just used another card there as well. I'm not sure what it was because I was too busy blabbering. But as you can see at the bottom, those cards add the extra effect, and then I throw and try to get the biggest score. It is that simple. You're not tactically holding back dice. You're not overthinking it. You just throw it. So let's have a look at what's going here then. Transform. No, you do not turn into a Optimus Prime, as cool as that would be. So I'm thinking now, that's what the silence is. Throw. Let's see what we get with this one. See, bottle caps have appeared. I'm not quite sure what they do, but all I do know is they give me more points. They give me more pointage, which is the whole aim of what I'm trying to do here. So let's add on another one. Throw. And as you can see, we're way over the required 200. When I previously played it, as I said, I was holding back, thinking I don't want to waste the dice. Now I'm thinking I don't want to use my best dice, surely, but I still want to get over that score, because the more I get over, the more I've got to spend when I get in the shop. Right? So as you can see here, we've got the bottle of Coke that has an effect, and the 4-sided dice, and then one more boring dice. Give it a chuck, and what do we end up with? Megabucks. So 3+ multiplier to other dice with the same face as this, if I choose that one. The bottle cap is heads or tails, and I've just chosen a card there, as you can see. There's a surprise Kinder Egg. If the face is a 4, it has an effect. Sorry, I moved my thing too quickly there. I'm re-rolling. Oh, the next round. So we're coming up to the boss now. Now, I got confused here. I thought that I'm going to take that amount into the boss fight, but then I would have won the fight, wouldn't I? It did actually say I'm going to lose it, but I didn't really pay attention, so I should have spent everything in the shop, but I didn't. I was so excited to get to the boss, I didn't really listen to what they were saying. Thus, I lost everything. If I'd have listened, I could have spent more stuff before I fought this bloody boss. But it don't matter. Do you know why? Because I've got a good feeling about this round. Look at all those dice. You love it. You want to suck them. You want to suck those dice. And I'm afraid you can't, sir. So let's see what we can get here. Look, I've got all the rings, all the power-ups. These dice are going nuts. Throw them. And what have we got there, sir? Let's have a look. Get in, you. That's a good score. Remember, I'm trying to get the high score. I do have a card at the bottom there, which I'm saving, which I can +2 any dice in, +2 the entire dice in my hand. But I don't want to +2 randomly. If I get a whole hand of low scoring dice, that's when it would make sense to use that +2. Or I could just use it on high scoring dice, really, couldn't I? But I need to use it on the low scoring dice in case if that's my only hand. Yeah, see? So there is some tactics. Chuck it! And what have we got? I need to say, the music in this game is beautiful. Really chilled out. Funky hiss-up. I might do a rap if you're lucky. My name is Dan. I'm here to stay. I get the dice in my hand and I throw them all day. Alright. So, right, now let's mirror cube. Rolls a copy of every other rolled die. I'm going to save that. I think I've got to strategically save it. Didn't like that sound there. And we're getting tight. As you can see, we've got 2 rolls left to get to 500. So I'm getting it. This is cutting it fine a bit. Use the multi-card, you idiot. There you go. and I've wasted it really by using it on the granite stones. Should have saved that. Do you get what I'm saying? So if I'd have actually saved, look, see, none of those stones are going to have any effect because they're granite or hollow or whatever it's called. So if I'd have just thought, instead of thinking about cream pies, if I'd have thought, I could have saved that multi. But now I'm going to spaff everything up the wall. I'm going to lose. And it's just a game of dice. But it's not, it's life. This game is a lot of fun. I cannot wait for the release. Dice a Million is on my wish list and I'm picking it up. If you enjoyed the content, click that like button. Subscribe, comment. Roll a bloody dice.